Thank you. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jason, as you already know, and you're in Jason's room right here on Nectar Podcast. And I feel good as always. Not the grammar audio use. Hey. So I got a very special guest in the house who came all the way from Georgia, and a Niger boy in it, right? They do gospel music and just want to enter the mainstream. So this is like a build up to this personality. Great guy, nice guy, bad gang, get dada for hair, small dada, get me. Hey. And a Tim Bakara friend, by the way, so now correct guy is supposed to be. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Daniel Egede in the building. Hey, bro. Afana.
Adi, brother.
Hey.
It's nice to be here.
It's good. It's good to see you. And the first time we came back, I tag you. I guys check your this thing. Just cool, normal Niger boy with the jam. I just see Georgia, I see doctor, I see musician, I see actor. No wala. So, bro. It's good to have you here in Jason's room. You come from far, so
yeah.
I want to give you water.
That kind of thing. It's good to be here.
Yeah. Very soon now, when sponsors begin give us wine, give us, you go begin take all those kind of things.
You got the wine.
You get me? So, right now, we're going to, all this one I just thought speak before I begin ask my man question. So you're a doctor?
Yes.
What's in they carry doctor into music? Tell us about it. Tell us about it in ginger doctor to do music.
Well, it's possible that the doctor has always been a musician before.
Hey, not true. Get me.
So it predates the doctor thing. I've been singing like right from high school,
Family no get issue with them.
Well, if my family no get issue with them, that means I would have been doing this longer than this.
Real.
But, well, of course, every Nigerian family will always lay more emphasis on
Going to school
and professional stuff. So I had to pull through with that and then focus on this.
So would we say that you being a doctor, is it your will or family had something to do with it? Excuse me. Or family had something to do with it?
Yeah, of course, they did. I think it's a Nigerian thing.
Yeah.
When you're growing up, you say, oh, this one, you be a doctor, you be a lawyer. They just
so based on who you be, you don't follow them struggle.
Well, if you struggle, you go pay your school fees by yourself.
Real. They don't say they're dependent on things.
Yeah. And of course, they are looking out for us most times. They maybe
they mean well.
They mean well, yeah.
Mean
So
well.
In their days, I think it was everything to have those kind of professions, but it's different today.
So you do gospel, so automatically in my mind you're a Christian. You're a Christian.
Yeah.
So
Jesus,
let's talk about Christianity and you and your gospel music. I want to ask you, from what you think,
yeah.
Do you think there's in our gospel music now there's so much religion in the music than ministration of that's supposed to be in the song with regards to gospel? You know what I mean, Abi?
Yeah, I think I get you a little bit, but well, there are a lot of people doing a lot of things, yeah. So I don't always like to generalize, yeah. Some of them are really doing it for the administration, and some is just religion. Like just like every average person, a lot of people say I'm Christian, but
they're not really doing
it.
Okay.
So it's the same thing in this case.
So who do you look up to? Who inspired, besides God, who is the chief inspiration person for everybody?
Yeah.
Who inspired you? Who do you look up to?
They love who I look up to. Yeah, because I've always been a church boy. I've been a music director in church, so a whole lot of the American gospel artists had a lot to do in like if you're in the choir, there are a lot of people you'd be used to, like in your singing and everything. Like people like Ty Tribet, Fred Hammond, Kirk Franklin, our guy. I've been doing this for so long, like mainstream.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that was necessary to mention.
Yeah.
And Marvin Sapp and a whole lot of them. And also I'm into the choir, of course. So it's always beautiful to have the harmony and all that. Yeah, most of my I look up to most of them. Yeah.
So before this interview started, I was asking you a couple of questions. So happened that you mentioned House on the Rock. The man and head pastor of Christ Embassy as well. They've invested in music a lot, and do you think it should be a general thing for pastors to invest in music? It has helped a lot of upcomings, and in your own case now, if one of them pick you up based on one or two, you get me? Would you accept it and leave the practice of being a doctor?
If one of them picked me,
based on I want to sign you for Believers World or House on the Rock something.
Well, generally I'm not.
You're not practicing yet?
I'm not practicing yet, so it's not like I'm leaving anything for any other thing. Okay. But then I'm still gonna practice because I'm moving around a lot. Yeah. But I'm already doing the gospel thing, so like I'm already recording my songs and stuff like that. So,
are there genres in gospel music?
I think gospel music is everything.
Just like me now, I'm a secular artist. Like I do what they call. I gave myself a genre. I said I do rhythm and rap. I do Afro fusion. Okay. So in gospel, is there such thing? Do we have genres like that in gospel? And if yes, what's your own genre?
Well, as I said, gospel music is the genre itself, yeah. A lot of other elements come in, like there's an element of rock in the gospel.
In the gospel, okay.
Element of Afro style in gospel. Yeah. So, for me, I think the most important thing that makes it gospel is the message. Yeah, so like we have black gospel. Yeah. So black gospel because of the way they play it. So gospel just encompasses all that you get. So I don't think you can. No, I don't think it's a thing. Somebody saying Afro gospel, or to us it's praise, is worship. It comes in different bits. Administration, yeah.
Would you say family influenced you, or you say is a church that influenced what you are now in terms of being a gospel person, in terms of you being a gospel artist?
I think it's family. I think it's family. Growing up, my elder brother was he is still a worship leader. So I'm the last. I always looked up to them. All my siblings, everybody could sing. So we used to have this family group. We could go out some places and sing sometimes. So that's where it actually started. Before I got to high school, I found my own group, just like we had it at home. Yeah, the church started having more influence when I came out of high school and started being part of a lot of worship teams, like in different churches. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. I know you're not there yet, but I know God will take you there. Do you think would you put gate fees to your shows?
Would I? That's very tricky.
I think I can't really laugh. You want to answer for her? Would you put gate fees? Because I've interviewed a gospel artist here, and personally, bro, I know you're trying to be careful. But this is Jason's room. This is my room. You can say anything. It won't be used against you. But the issues, from my own thinking, I think it's art. Yeah. It be like Bible talks, say where you walk now there.
The gifts of a man.
You get me. So what's the problem? You should lean forward. Okay.
Don't have to move this back a little bit.
Okay. Is he okay? So, I don't think there's anything wrong with a gospel artist getting his or her show. Be- they say the gospel. There was some people go use sentiment of the gospel is not for sale, but guy, na money that they use run this
That
thing,
kind of thing,
oh.
no, that's true.
Real.
That's no for real.
Even
like,
Jesus needed rich people around. That's
no,
true, man.
even to put out work, yeah.
Real.
Go, if you know how much people pay for studio
Real
time,
for
and
studio
the producers
time,
and stuff,
you
yeah.
know, producers having to compose
Of course.
is
It's a lot of
loads
work,
of
yeah.
loads of work, money, time. So I think it should be, but you never see answer the question. You go put gate fee.
Let me drink.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're still in Jason's room, and Daniel Egede, gospel artist. You know what talk? He's trying to be careful. So
Well, I think the industry is bigger than I am, so I can't just like say. Yeah. But the thing is, even the church should learn to appreciate the art and the music. You can relate a lot of information in different ways. There are preachers. What they do is they are orators to speak. So singers, we pass the same information out with music. So there's nothing wrong in taking gate fees for shows. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think the problem is the church. The problem is the church, yeah? The church makes it difficult for people to understand. Like, if you're a worship leader, they just say, okay, you are leading worship in church, you know? You are doing it for God. Yeah. But you're not going to walk to the church. You're not going to... All these things need time, money to... I think abroad... Some artists actually put gate fees for their shows. Some of all these events, yeah, you go to the church, you invite someone. It's not cheap to organize, yeah.
Real.
Experience is coming. All these other concerts.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to organize stuff like that. So, if someone is going to put together something like that, because most times it's not even the gospel singer itself that's organizing it. So if anyone is going to put something out like that, they're going to spend a lot of money. So there's no problem. It shouldn't be a problem to look at the business side of handling everything that has to do with the show. I don't think it's a sin either.
Okay. Nice point you've made. But all these questions what they ask you now, because say me, I am. This is like a privilege for me meeting you. I wish you well and in your endeavor, and I know you'll be big.
Amen.
So I try, you know, build your mind to that time. You get me a thing back. I will be say big man of God now call you. They say, Mr. Daniel Egede, I need you in Abuja to come perform for me, and I will bring you here. If you can't tell that big man, sir, my price is 2 million. You get me? In gospel, you're not supposed to. I hear some gospel people complain that is an issue, that you cannot tell a man of God your price. You understand? If you talk your particular price based on say not church, you get you guys stay careful. So are there people, if you have an idea, are there people that say, okay, if not pastor so big man call me, sir, my price is something 100 million, something 50 million, and you stand by that. Is it right to tell? Is it right? And you, when that your time reach, you go talk like that.
Well, when we get to that river, we're going to cross it. Yeah, I'm sure.
This your mind, careful. You know why?
No, when we get to that bridge, we cross it. The thing is, we should not also forget the fact that most of us that became gospel artists, in quotes, I'd rather say a worship leader or gospel minister, but let's use the word artist for now. So most of us that became gospel artists, the church had a lot of impact in us also.
Yeah, very true.
There's no way I would have been here doing what I'm doing without the church. The training I got in church for free. I learned how to play the keyboard. We got a lot of training. Sometimes they invite guests to teach us things about music, things about other stuff. Yeah. So the church has, and most gospel artists, now they started off from the church.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
your first fan base is the church.
Yeah,
People that
that's
start
true.
supporting you, people
That's
from
true.
the church.
That's true.
Nobody's going to ask you for anything or whatever. But the point now is, okay, you can say, okay, this particular church did this for me, not all the churches. But the most important thing is from the point of the artist. First of all, first things first. You are a gospel minister. We are gospel ministers. The money should never be more important. And according to scriptures, we are led by the Spirit of God. Yes. So I believe if you're led by the Spirit and of course a little bit of business sense. Most artists have a manager, so don't get it twisted. They have managers. It's just that it's not like being a secular artist. Once someone calls you, just say this is my price. So sometimes we walk by the Spirit. There are places they can invite you. I'm saying what I can do. You invite me and you can't pay me, and I can come if I'm led to come. Of course, there are other churches that when they invite you, whether you mention it or not, you're sure they're going to take care of you. So it's the main thing. Let's not get to the point where if they can't pay me, there are places I will never sing, because that takes the ministry out of it and put more emphasis on the money. So people that cannot afford to hear me sing, whatever. So I'm a gospel artist. That means I'm preaching the gospel through music. I should be able to get somewhere and be like, okay, I want to sing here. On a very good day, I was singing in a church for how long? Nobody knew me. Yeah, now I have the opportunity to go other places. But most importantly for me, I think I'm more concerned about us having the gospel music ministry having more effect outside the church than the church. Because the gospel, at the end of the day, is supposed to be for people outside the church.
So like your songs playing in the club is not a bad thing?
Well, it depending on the context. Because when you are putting on a song, there are a lot of things the Holy Spirit can do with the song.
Yeah.
So if I'm opportune for you to play my song in the club, there are some songs of my song I wish you play there. Because once you have tempo, everybody's dancing to it. Wherever you're playing it, they don't even know whether.
That's true.
But there are some songs that if I have the opportunity for some people to play somewhere, I know it's going to encourage someone. I know it's going to speak to someone, even if the places are noisy and stuff. Yeah, so the music is supposed to be for outside the church, not just for the church. It's important to know that, so that we don't put too much attention on when I bring out the music. I hope all the church will call me and pay me. At the end of the day, what's my purpose as a gospel minister? What's my purpose? Yeah.
That was very wise. I see why you did careful, Daniel. I see why you did careful on what to talk. Very smart. So from what you have said now is as a gospel artist, you are not a secular artist. That's one. Two, you need discretion. You need discernment to know when and when not to act.
Yeah.
Act in terms of you need to put the gospel as
first.
Number one.
Gospel first.
And then you need to know your purpose, why you're here. That's very smart. You blow my mind. Take the knuckle. Take the knuckle.
Thanks, man.
You see, maybe na Georgia help or this thing. Tell us about your life. Tell us about your few years in Georgia. Was it school basically that took you there?
Yeah.
But you mentioned before we started that you were the music director there. Was it basically a Nigerian church you were playing there? Were there foreigners there? And how did you make it there as the music director?
More population. A greater percentage of the church population were Nigerians,
okay,
and Africans, but we also had people from different places, from India, and the rest of them. So
okay, so that's what that helped you. Did in terms of expanding your horizon, did Georgia help you in regards to your music?
Yeah, Georgia it's a country that they actually love music a lot, and even outside the church, I had the opportunity to play with a lot of guys, like really, really wonderful professional musicians. in this part of the world, everybody just learn music on their own. You pick and do it, pick and no formal thing. But most of the guys outside there that I was opportune to work with, a lot of them were actually music scholars. A lot of them were still in music school. A lot of them were graduated. So a lot of them had already graduated. Sorry. So it was quite interesting, and I don't know how to put the word. Like, it helped me a lot to be around people that actually played music, first of all, for the love of music, and had a lot of experience when it comes to music. So it gave me a different approach, even to the Nigerian music. You understand? It gave me a little bit of approach in my songwriting. So because I was exposed to the kind of music they were exposed to. So Georgia was actually a good influence on my music.
That's very nice. Bro, 2020 has been one heck of a year. The pandemic, NSAS. What's your take on the NSAS thing? You know, say, as a gospel guy, as you dey pop now, your fans gonna expect you to come some kind of things. So, what was your take on the NSAS thing?
My take is simple. May they end this as me. Simple.
Real.
Like, I think our problem is not just SARS. Our problem is the whole system. That's what is it's a cascade of events that affects every other thing, including politics. And I wish, I'm happy that for once Nigerians actually stood up for themselves. I'm so happy about that. If you're outside this place, you see how they just enter the street over things that are so little. You'll be like, back home, we have worse things than this. And for the first time, like, that's the most important thing. And I hope young people and Nigerians will keep standing up for their rights when we get to every other thing, the elections and the rest of them. It's really important. I think we'll have a better future if that keeps happening.
Nice one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still Daniel Egede in the building, a gospel artist, a doctor. I don't know if he's married. I know we talk that part. I see ring for in hand. I overlook in there with Etem Bakara, so you're supposed to know things he likes. Hey, just so
that guy.
So before we leave, before I allow him leave Jason's room, bro.
Yeah.
When are you coming out? When are you giving us this music? That is not fun. Ifunaya. When are you coming out, bro?
Yeah, from January, we'll start dropping the songs and
real.
Then the EP.
Real. Okay, you're starting with singles first.
Yeah, possibly.
Very, very smart. Very smart. So is it this Chukwu Ifunaya you're pushing first?
Yes.
Nice. So you have a strategy. You're starting from the south, the west, the east, or the north?
Well, everything is online now. Everything has gone digital.
Real.
You put it there, people from everywhere.
Yeah, are they asked based on radio, all those radio tours? You go do them?
I will do it more. It's a plan I have for later, but I hope to gather enough media attention. It will make it easier if I start moving around to know exactly where to start.
Do you have anything to say or do in the next 30 to 35 seconds? If you want to do anything, say anything for your fans or your family, friends, people that likely...
Or Etem Bakara.
If you want Haaland.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Jason, for having me.
Hey, you didn't put on my screens. You didn't put on my screen, Zekpato. You didn't put on my screen. Why would you do this? All this happens in Jason's room. And bro, close the door. Bro, close the door. Who is that? All this in Jason's room. Come and put on my screen. He's giving me a shout out and there's no sign that it is my room. What's really happening? What's really happening, Victor? Ladies and gentlemen, we're still jamming good music. We're not allowed bad belly. Spoiler day. Bad belly like Victor Ekpato, the man behind the screen. I wish they didn't fish him. They won't spoil my day because I'm having a good time with Daniel Egede in the building. Hey, listen to better jam. Tuning on my screen. Tuning on my screen. So Daniel go talk what you want to talk. Oh yeah? Go on it. Hey. Now God. There's no spoiler. Hey. May clap for Victor Ekpato for not wanting to on my screen. Victor, just.
Still be God, whether I agree or no agree, but you came down to my head. To relate with me, but you know say I need you. Don't feel it without you. Now your love they keep me. Even when I fall down, now your love they keep me. Where for the where for the but for your love, but for your love, you would go.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you're still in Jason's room. And my name is Jason. I still got Daniel Egede in the building. Tim Bakar is in the building. Behind the scene, we have Victor Ekpato, and we're having a good time. I'm really liking this gospel jam by my man right here. And, bro, hey, you got anything to say or do in the next 30 to 35 seconds, even to Tim Bakar or to your fans out there or to lovers out there? We don't have haters. Hey.
I better leave it alone.
A big man, no. I got the hell.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to thank you, Jason, for having me here. It's a privilege.
Hey.
And a big shout out to everyone, Etem Bakara, everyone that hooked me up to this place. You know what I'm saying? And my whole team, it's been a hectic year, and even with all the drama and stuff, we're able to put out this project. They're not here with me, but I want to put up, say a big thank you to them, my manager, Ipalibo, and the rest of the team, my choir down there in Georgia, and my church, Love Dominion Assembly, and my family. I don't think I would have been able to do any of this without them. Thank you, everyone. I wish I could call everyone's name, but I don't think 30 seconds would be enough.
Yes, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said ladies and gentlemen, I don't tire. Even I imagine how my fans they feel. You get me, Uche? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Sometimes grammar, as human being, get me. So it's been a wonderful time. I'll not say ladies and gentlemen. So we're off now. Bye for now. All right, ciao, Jay.
Thank you.
Yeah, and big shout out to Etem Bakara, Nakore man. Where they do catch up. Nice one, Baba.